So my husband went down to go to the office today, which is awesome because it means I am at liberty to speak as loud as I want to and film with my door open and all of those wonderful things. But it also means that I have this anxious creature on my lap, because if I don't let her on my lap, all she does is stand at my feet and shake. You shake so violently. And why, I don't even know. So if you see ears poking up during this video, that's why. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. I am the diva behind Diva and the Divine, and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video today. Whether you are new, welcome, or a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Really awesome of you. Today, we are talking about 5 productivity hacks that actually work, or at the very least, they work for me. In this day and age, it seems that it's harder and harder and harder to actually focus and buckle down and get things done. At least I find that to be the case. So I am always open to trying new and exciting and leave it to the husband to call right in the middle of my filming of videos when he never calls me when he's at work, ever. It's funny because I think he gets it from his dad, because his dad doesn't text my mother-in-law, he calls throughout the day. If he has something to ask her or something they need to talk about, he will pick up the phone and call. So my husband, I think, has gotten that. Like, he does text me when he's like not, you know, in between things or whatever, but like he's like, I just got off the phone, I figured I would just call, let me know everything you need from me, blah, 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 and then he's back to work. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to productivity. I'm somebody who is always looking for a productivity hack that actually resonates with me, actually works with me. And finally, I have a list of some tried and true ones that I have used personally and continue to use that work really, really well. So I thought I would share those with you. Some of these might be brand new to you. Some of these are definitely going to be old news, but either way, they are what work for me. Starting with setting timers. I am a gamifying type person, and I'm also somebody who needs something to answer to or someone to answer to. I am an obliger. And sometimes, especially when you work for yourself, you don't really have anybody to answer to but yourself, which doesn't really work very well for an obliger. So the act of setting a timer to get something done actually gives me something to be accountable to, which really helps me. For example, if I set a timer and I go, okay, I'm going to do this thing for 10 minutes, or I am going to clean for 25 minutes, whatever the case may be, I will set the timer and I have to focus on that singular task for that allotted amount of time. This tells me a couple of things. This tells my brain that A, you have a stopping point. Once this alarm goes off, you have full permission to stop if you don't want to do the thing anymore. It also tells me, because my brain likes to wander and go, what if this? What if that? What if I miss this thing? What if something exciting happens? The alarm, having the alarm set and alarm going on, knowing that the timer is going to go off tells my brain, you're not going to miss anything because I will tell you when it is over. And it is very, very helpful for my specific focusing needs to actually focus on things when I know when the time is going to be, that something outside of me is going to alert me, so I don't have to worry about wondering when I should stop. Overall, it's just a really great thing. Another way that I actually use timers is to time myself doing a task. And I'm going to use one of my least favorite chores as the example. For whatever reason, I can't explain it to you, I don't like to unload the dishwasher. I would rather fold laundry, I would rather scrub toilets, I would rather do a bunch of other things than empty the dishwasher. Why? No idea. Sidebar, what is your least favorite chore to do? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to know if I'm the only one that would rather literally scrub a toilet than empty a dishwasher. So what's your least favorite chore? When it's time for me to approach something that I really don't want to do, like emptying the dishwasher, it really helps me to kind of challenge myself and, like I said, gamify it by setting a timer, because all of a sudden the challenge goes, how long does it actually take you to do this thing? And then the result is I go, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do the dishes, and I'm going to do them in as fast of a time as possible. And I literally start the stopwatch and see how long the specific task takes me. Spoiler alert, emptying the dishwasher takes me about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, which means in my brain, I should know that this is only 3 minutes of my time. It is not some crazy, daunting, looming task that's going to take me an hour and a bunch of energy, but instead it's literally a 3-minute thing as long as I get up and am efficient and just do the darn thing. So those are 2 separate ways that I like to use timers to help keep me productive. The next productivity hack that actually works for me is to batch like tasks together. Our brains are terrible at multitasking, absolutely terrible. And task switching is one of the reasons. We actually lose productivity when we switch from one task to another at a rapid rate. Instead, our time and our productivity and focus is much better used if we can focus on, at the very least, one genre of tasks at the same time. For example, I'm currently sitting and batch filming a handful of videos. My brain is on one thing and one thing only, and that is this period of time is used to sit in front of the camera and talk. I also do that for things like house cleaning, decluttering tasks, for emails and admin stuff, for coaching related stuff versus YouTube related stuff. Coaching has its own time period, its own thing, and it helps keep me focused on the genre of tasks that I'm supposed to be focused on. Because if I go from, I had this day yesterday, this was literally my yesterday. My husband is going through this productivity course for leadership in his work. And it's hilarious listening to him come downstairs and tell me, hey, did you know blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, I talk about productivity all the time and implement these things all the time. This is not new news to me. But he is like discovering some of these things for the first time, or actually willing to listen to them because they are not coming out of the mouth of his genius wife. Either way, he's telling me all of these things that he's doing. And so he and I are both relating on these productivity topics. Just yesterday, I told him, hey, I'm having a horrible task switching day. I just went upstairs to send X, Y, and Z. I had to look for specific photos for my mother-in-law. And then I had a client reach out to me, so I was coaching her for a little bit, and she and I send voice memos back and forth. So that took about 10 or 15 minutes of back and forth between us. And then I was in the middle of a cleaning task, and then I had to go and finish a YouTube video upload. And my brain was everywhere. And even though, yes, I did get those tasks done, everything felt discombobulated, unfocused, and unproductive. And it was because everything was switching really, really fast. Instead of me going, okay, this is coaching time, this is cleaning time, this is this time. And why I decided to look for the photographs in the middle of me doing all of these other things, I cannot tell you. But the bottom line is I was task switching and everything felt like this, just crazy, right? And it doesn't work. It's less productive. It's less efficient. So batching all of my like tasks together, assigning days, assigning times to a specific genre of task really helps me with productivity. The next thing that helps me with productivity, believe it or not, as counterintuitive as it seems, is taking breaks. If I sit and I go, all of a sudden my brain is gonna fry out. Studies have actually shown that it is beneficial to your efficiency and productivity to take breaks from the task that you're doing. My favorite way to do this is actually implementing the Pomodoro technique, which you might have heard of. It is a 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off cycle of productivity that you do for any given task. So for example, if I'm about to sit down and edit this video, right, I will start a 25-minute timer, do as much editing as I can for those 25 minutes, and then my alarm will go off. And I then have a 5-minute break, which I use to get up and actually move my body because I have been glued to a chair for 25 minutes. After that 5-minute break is up, I sit back down, I start another 25-minute timer, and the cycle goes on for 4 cycles, which is 2 hours of work. So you do 25 on, 5 off, 25 on, 5 off, 25 on, 5 off, 25 on, and then you get a 15-minute break, I think is how it works. I think that's how it works. So that gives you about 2 hours of productivity with focused break time in between. And I find that really helps kind of break up the monotony of the task that I'm doing, which ultimately helps. It's kind of like a mental shake it off type moment, and sometimes a physical one too. You get to just like peel your eyes away from the thing. Like right now, I'm really focused on the lens, right? I peel my eyes away from the thing that I'm focused on, and I get to get up, move around, shake it off, crack my neck, do some stretches, sit back down, and refocus. This next productivity hack is one that I probably use most frequently, and it is utilizing the do not disturb feature on my phone. As you guys know, I am a little bit addicted to my phone, and not in a good way at all. So I am very much triggered by those little red dots and notifications and all of those things that are literally meant to distract us when we have our phone. So I love do not disturb. Do not disturb essentially takes away all notifications. There's no more email dings. There's no more red bubbles. Your phone does not tell you that you have 5 unread text messages. You don't see any of it. And of course, out of sight, out of mind, right? Which means if you don't see or hear those notifications, you are much more likely to not get distracted by them. I also use a Mac. All of my technology is Apple. So when I have Do Not Disturb on my phone, Do Not Disturb also lands on my computer, which means none of those notifications come through on there either, which allows me to be completely focused without distraction from the thing that distracts me most of all. All right, buckle up for my last productivity hack because this is probably my favorite one because at first I did not believe it was going to work, but try it. You guys try it and I promise you it is going to work. My final productivity hack that actually works for me is putting on my shoes. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding you. I've always noticed that when I put shoes on, I am a much more productive person. I always thought it was because with me and my disability, I have problems walking, right? So when I put my gym shoes on, when I put my shoes on, I have more stability and strength in my ability to ground myself and walk. So therefore I feel more energized and more go, go, go. No, turns out that shoe thing actually has some sort of mental thing that works for people, not just with disabled feet. I saw an article recently that actually suggested people with ADHD use the shoe hack for productivity and focus. And a lot of people swore that it worked really well. And I just kind of looked at it and went, oh my gosh, this is actually a thing. I tell you, if you want to be able to get up and do the things or whatever the case may be, put your shoes on. I don't care if you are in yoga pants and a hoodie, put your shoes on and your productivity will definitely shift and you will find that you are able to focus and be a lot more efficient and productive. Try it and let me know how it goes. All right, those are my 5 productivity hacks that actually work for me in the comments below. Let me know of one that I might have missed. Let me know your favorite productivity hack that works for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like this video to join the Diva and the Divine community. We would love to have you. And until next time, my friends, thank you for watching and take care. Bye.